Hi Commanders, this is StarQuip for Star Trek Fleet Command. I decided to make a short video, well it may not be short, we don't know until I do it, just on the new G5 ships. And I thought I'd have to put this here first before I even start, because this is a ship I was really wanting, but I'm thinking years off before I can get it. But let's go into it. So we'll step out and we'll go to the first G5 ship, which would be this one here, the Miner. And as you can see, I've already got one blueprint for it from doing a mission. So this obviously, it looks like it's the same for all factions so far, because I've got one blueprint, but in each faction it shows I've actually got the one blueprint. So obviously it's just the one ship you get for all factions, not happening to get a mining ship for each faction. And it just says, it doesn't say that it's going to increase the mining for any particular, oh that says, it says all crystal, all gas, so no fuss, no thing, you don't have to build 3, you only need to build 1, or as many as you would want to be out there mining G5 at a time. We have no real, we probably could get that information about what the costs are going to be, but obviously you need a shipyard at level 52 to be able to build this. Okay, so that's the first one. Then we go to the faction ships. Okay, so we'll start with Federation, since it's the way it wants to start it. So I sort of showed a bit of a picture of this one as well last night, so we'll do a big picture of it, just the ship itself. You'd almost say it's got sort of a Voyager look a bit to me, but that's about as much as I know about it. It's only got 2% weapon damage with each hit, so it doesn't seem to be anything all that much, giving us that much detail. Well, it starts at 29 million, and what's the warp range it starts at? Just out of curiosity. Warp range is 290, which you need this ship. We'll need one of these uncommon ships to be able to continue further into the game, because you need to be able to get to the systems. So I didn't actually have a look at the mining bonus, did I? But does it really matter? And I didn't check the warp range on that either. So the warp range on this is 270, which will get you in the first few systems. But it gets out to about 500 I've seen, so you'll need to upgrade. And the mining speed is 2,750% at the first, when you first pull it out of the dock. With a 13 million strength, that's not too bad. That would stand up to the biggest ships I've got in my server at the moment, without even doing any upgrades to it, so that's not too bad. It'd mean it'd do a lot of damage to them and wouldn't be worth them hitting you, because the cost to repair their ship would be quite big. Okay, so now this is the Klingon one. We'll go full screen. And this is one I really love. I like this Klingon one because it reminds me of TNG Klingon ships. Well, I'm going to assume it's going to be the same warp range and all that sort of stuff. I do not have the specs on which you have to go to Discord to get. I don't have that information. I haven't looked up that information yet. Okay, so next one would be, we're just looking at how pretty they are and that sort of stuff at the moment. They would look better on the computer, yes, I would admit that, but at the moment I've got to try and see if I can fix that issue. Yeah, it's not one out of TNG, is it? Because it's got all this inner stuff in the middle. because I don't remember all that middle stuff. It's not a bad looking ship. 400% for each hit. Okay. Okay, so that covers the uncommon. So let's have a look at the rare. Oh, I like this ship. I actually like the look of this one. This looks like a warship. This almost looks... Look at all... That's got weapons on that. That's got weapons on... I can't zoom in, but there's guns right there. This is a battleship, for sure. And there's even weapons underneath it. This is not something you normally see on a Federation ship. And look at the nacelles on it. I actually really like this ship. That's a ship I would want to get just for the look of it. And out of curiosity, what's the warp range? The warp range would be 380 out of the box. That could be my level too. That could be because of the research I've done. So, yeah. Hostiles critical damage by 2% for round 5. Well, you've got to think this thing's got to be powerful when you look at the weapons and all that on it, but I'll have to go more deep into it. So what do we get next one? We get the Klingon Rare. Does this look any good? It looks ugly so far. I do not like this one. I'm sorry, I'm looking at how I like the look of them, and I don't like it. It looks like something has attacked the front of it and chopped away a lot of the front of it. It looks incomplete. Compared to, like, Klingon ships have more, to me, more information, more building at the front of it. The back of it just looks like a standard Klingon ship. Okay, so begin what's pretty much reads the same as 390. Okay, so now we've got the Romulan one. So what do we think of the Romulan? What do I think is what I should be saying. Okay. I like the way it's curved and that. I like it more than I like the Klingon ship. And these power levels would be because of my level, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we look at the Enterprise. I haven't taken a big look at it yet, but it just looks standard Enterprise D, which is what you would expect. Like I said, I reckon this is years off for me. And just out of curiosity, what's the starting warp range? 610, which makes you think we've got a lot more galaxies going to open up. If they got 610 on that, and the maximum warp range, and this is starting warp range of 610, this is quite impressive, and you would be able to go instantly anywhere that's in the galaxy at the moment, today. You could go anywhere and you wouldn't have to do any upgrades. Okay, whoops. So let's have a look at the other two. Now this one here definitely looks like, yeah, Klingon ship. I just could see it before I even opened it up. So this definitely looks like your Klingon ship you see in Next Generation, and this is a nice ship, and I would have built 3 or 4 of these as models, and it looks exactly like it should. This ship has been in multiple shows, and lucky last. Now this is the one I was talking about. This is how I see a Romulan ship as well. So the last 3 are the 3 that I would expect for a TNG look. Now I really like the lights and all that they go on, the windows and all that they go on, sort of lights they go into it. Yes, this would look brilliant on my computer. I'm sort of making me think I might re-record this and try and get the sound, because this is going to look brilliant on the computer. So that's basically it for now, and I'll just do a quick one, and yeah, I'm a long way off getting them, but I just like the way that looks at you while you're doing this. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll probably be doing multiple videos, and this is Star Trek Fleet Command's G5 ships. They're out there. They're going to take a lot to get. I can't wait to see someone actually have one and tell us, is it any good? Are they worth all the trouble? And I'm assuming it's probably going to take quite a long time for someone to actually get to the Enterprise D or this, no matter how much money they pour into it. Because I actually haven't seen, does it actually, is there any way that tells us what the building is going to be? Okay, let's go to Ripper's page and see if he has anything to do with getting to ops. So if we put 49 there and then go 50, can we go, and you can't go 51. So that was what I wanted to know. So is there actual level 51? It's not in STFC dot space. Yeah, no, it's not letting me. So yeah, that was just something I had to come in here and have a look. He hasn't got it there. So it's not something we can sort of get a bit of an idea on what it's going to take to get to level 51. We know it's out there in the sense of the ships and the systems and all that sort of stuff. And one of my missions is for me to get to level 50 to be able to unlock something. And yeah, catch us on the next one.